Damn. Yeah.
Dobro večer ljudi, da. Ivane, nisi rekao, neće da bude live stream. Da, nisam rekao. Izvinite stvarno, pošto mi smo 24 dana za redom streamovali po 6 sati. To sam upravo skonto pre 2 dana. Međutim, bio sam takođe pozvan na jedno gostovanje na jedan live podcast, koji ćete da čujete posle ovog mog kratkog izlaganja. Hoću da se zahvalim svima, stigli smo do 1000 subscribera. Znači, izvini, molim te, glavni sam u grad, pljujem niz trotoar, pravim problemi, znači, to je to. Jedan moj poznanik je hteo da napravi jedan live podcast sa mnom, generalno o razvoju kanala i svega toga, i on je vidio da moj kanal ide lepo sad, i onda je hteo da napravi jedan live podcast sa mnom da popričamo o kontentu, materijalu, šta je, kako, gde, kako je u Srbiji, kako se poredimo sa internacionalnim youtuberima, šta je aktuelno, šta nije aktuelno, kako sam uopšte počeo opet da radim, zašto sam počeo da streamujem, tako da možete da vidite, ne možete da vidite ništa. Možete da čujete, pošto, jel te, podcast. Čući ćete moj divni jutarnji glas i tog, jel te, voditelja. Tako da, to je na engleskom, ali eto, kad smo već ovde, eto, možda imate da čujete nešto interesantno, ne znam. Tako da, stižu vam uskoro kompilacije, sutra nemamo stream, dan rada, pa da ga proslavimo neradno, jel te? A možda bude, nisam siguran, pošto ljudi, ako budem seo sa, nemam pojma, drugarom ovde kući, mislim, stvarno se osjećam čudno posle čoveče 24 dana jebote. 24 dana, ej. To su brojevi, druži, to je hardcore. Podcast kreće sad.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Oxiun Podcast, the oxygen for your content creating journey. My name is Jarvis, your co-host today. We're having a special topic about how are you going to have a growth hack in your YouTube channel from 0 subscriber to 1,000 within 2 weeks. We invited a special guest from Serbia. His name is Ivan. We would like to ask him, giving us his 2 cents, how he achieved this goal within this short amount of time. So sit back, relax, and let's go. Yo, what's up,
Hi.
Ivan?
Hi, hello.
Hi, man. How's it going?
It's all good, man.
I saw you just uploaded a streaming video like 12 hours ago. What were you playing yesterday? What was the content all about?
Yesterday we did Far Cry 5. We did that because the audiences, they wanted that. I organized them a little poll between like 4 games.
We met like only 6 months ago, guys, because we were like both learning German in Munich. And like after some conversation, I know a little bit about your channel, that you actually started like 3 years ago on YouTube. Like, what inspired you to, grab your camera or grab your phone and recording some stuff, then upload it to YouTube? Like, any motivation that inspired you to do these things?
Yeah, sure. Well, how it happened is in my high school, I eventually ended up somehow in this theater section. And so it was fun for me, I liked acting, it was fun for me. And so eventually, I finished my high school and that's it. I said, damn, no university and stuff. I'm not going to go there, I just couldn't afford it. And that's it, simple like that.
So you just come naturally, like you are really into acting, or like doing some characteristic
things? I kind of missed it. I missed acting. So I was at my home and I'm like, damn, like how do I do my thing now? Because there's no coming back there, because you need to be high school to be there. And I'm like, no,
exactly.
God. And
So
so
high school was your platform, but you like transmitted to like a video version and upload to YouTube.
yeah, that was the tricky part because I didn't know nothing about video editing,
Uh-huh.
nothing at all, nothing about a camera angle, nothing about setting up the camera. I didn't even have a tripod for my camera. So in the
Yeah.
beginning, I just had a lot of will and no way to do it. And then I
But
like step by step figured out, a software and stuff.
but I saw your early content is more targeting like creating some funny things, right? Like you just
Yeah,
random shooting
yeah,
content.
yeah. Because
Okay.
I had a like who I found really funny. It was for me. It was like Joji. Now he's a singer, but in the beginning of the internet, he was Filthy Frank. And so what he did, he was really like kind of you know if you don't know what's about him, the trick of his show, if you don't know that, then you
Hmm.
can't watch him, because if you
Okay.
don't figure out that's just a made up character who does stupid things, and it's all
Uh-huh.
for like for your amusement, for the audience, and he was good at it, you know
I
and
I guess that kind of remind me someone is called like on Twitch is called Doctor Disrespect or something, right? That you made
yeah,
out a character
yeah,
and you build
he, he's the
something like
he's the first streamer who implemented the character thing.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. And but like you recently started like you pick up your previous channel and you start to like filming some stuff and start to dreaming like what kind of like make you to decide you want to come back to this because you stopped like for a couple of years, right?
Oh God, I stopped so many times because it's Serbia, and here I tried, like I tried a lot, and I was doing these
Mm-hmm.
videos, and yeah, the feedback was always good. Like I even
Yeah.
have a friend who has a channel, many people who have like channels of 100,000, that those are some serious numbers in Serbia, because this is a country where you have like 7 million people. And
Uh-huh.
those kind like top channels are like maximum up to 1.7 million subscribers, so
Oh.
100,000 is a good starting point, and these people, like they know what's good and not good on our YouTube scene.
Well, yeah, you can't compare the 100,000 with like really big stars currently
Yeah,
from
of course,
other
of
country.
course.
But I would say from country there, it's like a big things already. You are a superstar on YouTube.
You are a guy with a lot of chance to make it, when you have 100, like 100,000, that's a big number, here.
Mm. So what is your observation like the YouTube in that ecosystem or environment? Because I remember you told me that you kind of like hate some of the YouTuber that they are not producing like great content. They are more about like
Yeah.
doing some things that you don't like to. Tell me something about that environment.
Nah, I'm gonna tell it, man. But it's the thing, like people find like these cheap ways, of entertainment, and it's like a joke. Let's say a joke. There is a good joke that makes you bust tears and roll on the floor, and there is
Uh-huh.
this joke that you say, ha, ha, it's funny, yeah, it's funny.
Cringe. It's
So what
cringe.
they did is like they found cheap ways of gathering up the audiences, and I never wanted to be that because I
Uh-huh.
detest that. But cheap humor is very easy to understand, and then so it attracts a lot of people. And they like
Mm-hmm.
started up this drama thing, and of course, privately they would exchange some money, to each other, like
Oh, okay.
hey man, I give you 500 euros and we make up a drama, and that's it. We made a drama. That's it. That's just like it. Like just they just insult each other, make 10 videos, attract a lot of tension, and watch this. So the subscribers from the one guy go to the other guy and vice versa.
Oh,
And
that's
that's
kind
how
of
and
bad.
that's how channels grow. And me, I'm not from that planet,
Uh-huh.
and they're kind of
Yeah.
younger than me, because these guys are like, yeah, like they're youngsters, they're hip, and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. So people, there are a lot of children watching, and they're the biggest audience. But I also want to aim to that audience, but I want to do it, properly, like
Okay.
like you said.
So you uh-huh. So you choose like to grow your channel healthy in a healthy way, like
Yes.
without just taking shortcut, right?
Yeah. Because we say what comes fast goes fast, you know.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
the thing is, I spoke recently to a friend of mine, that YouTuber, that guy with 100,000 now. He has a channel that has been growing 3 years to that point, you know, so he can reach 100,000. And what happened is, he told me, like, they don't appreciate their audience because they became something overnight. Like, they got to a point of, I don't know, 200, 300,000 mark. They came to that in a matter of months. They don't know, you know, how actually
How
big they are.
hard it would be. Yeah. They just take for granted.
Exactly. And so that's also how they take their audience sometimes, most of the times, you
I guess
know?
that if you are just seeking for quick growth, like eventually you're gonna like get the backfires. Like you take steroid in the gym, and somehow eventually in the future you're gonna,
Yeah.
you know, take the bad result. So okay, so what decide, like what makes you to decide, okay, you don't want to go for the unhealthy way, and how to decide to build some quality content for your audiences? Like what is your content direction so far right now in your
Well,
channel?
well, now, like, I had this recent point where I just made a random live stream. It just happened on random. I was playing some Far Cry 4, and I
Okay.
said, I didn't make a video today, so just entertain people on the go, you know. And I'm not like faking, you know, stuff, like just, you know, jumping and screaming randomly. I'm just
Uh-huh.
playing the game, you know. That's just a commentary on the game, you know. Like,
Yeah.
and I know to be a lot of very sarcastic, so people find that funny too. And then all of a sudden people like that, you know, they really like the live stream, you know. And then
Yeah.
it started slowly going to the point in the side, like they want to see more live streams and not the videos. Like, videos don't get half of the views that lives do. And so just happened that I started doing that, you know. I started doing lives, and they started giving me suggestions, like which game should I play, how, when, what. And then it happened that I ended up, you know, doing horror games. And that's
Uh-huh.
apparently where I shine the most, because I'm scared as fuck. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that one point that you mentioned is really helpful for people to understand, is that you live streaming is a better way to show your authenticity, but video form might somehow be like you edited and you try to present like 100%, but
Yeah.
streaming you can fake it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The live stream is more intimate, how to say, with your audience, you know.
Well, that
and
absolutely.
and it's a way you can interact with them. They ask me a ton of questions, you know. Like, there is like, you know, for a channel my size, just last night I hit a mark of 900 now, like 900 subscribers. And there's so much questions. And like, when they saw I hit 900, somebody was actually following that, you know. I'm insignificant, you know, when it comes to
Uh-huh.
channel size. But people actually came back to stream again, and like, hey, we came back to congratulate you, dude. Good job, man. They were like jumping back to this live stream, and I'm like, oh man, it's all good, people. It's all good, okay. Just
It's like
I
a
was
good
surprised.
cycle. Yeah. Like you build the right karma, you could say that. Like you try to, attract them, and they feel like, oh shit, like this guy is popping right now. I should give him the credit, or like,
Yeah,
congrats him. Yeah.
yeah,
It's also like one of the fuel for you to continue doing things, right? The positive vibe, continue
yeah. It
growing
really
your
pushes
audiences.
you. It really pushes you. And I also give them some treats. You know, like I told them, when we reach
Yeah.
1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna play the
Okay.
Conjuring House.
Oh.
And that is by far the most horrific horror I saw, dude.
You
Because
could
I really
like,
get scared, you know. And like you said, it's live stream, it's spontaneous, and
yeah.
most of them know what's gonna happen, but they just let me suffer, you know.
Okay.
And, you
But
know,
okay. No.
when you panic up and you jump, and you start, oh shit, fuck, where do I go? And you start, screaming, like Jesus Christ, there was just a jump scare of some old witch, goddammit, jumping in front of me, and I'm all nuts, and I'm trying to escape, and they're like dying in the comments, they're laughing.
Yeah, but I mean, like, are you a fan of like playing horror game, or like you're more about like,
no.
Okay, you don't like it?
Oh no, I like a horror game if I got some guns. Maybe I can, it gives me more of a, safety. But when you play a game when you just have your two hands to pick up stuff and go around, that's completely helpless, Like I played recently Outlast, and I even got so anxious from the game itself. So usually I do my streams as much as I want to. If I see there's people there, look at like watching the stream, I don't care. I'm gonna rock it for 6 hours, because this now is the time of this virus thing happening now, and people are at home, and I'm just trying to bring them some entertainment. If I'm gonna make somebody laugh, the hell with it. I'm gonna go for 8-hour stream. I don't care.
Whoa, okay. But how do you balance like for like playing the horror game and sometimes playing the other normal games, or how do you interact with your audiences? Like, sometimes you might be like, nah, fuck it, I don't want to like do the horror game today, maybe tomorrow or something. Do you try to communicate or negotiate with your audiences?
Well, of course, purposes? but they also have a lot of understanding, because I'm just being honest with them. I play and I'm like, people, like, I don't know, for example, I'm tired today. Like, this stream's going to be shorter. I got stuff to do tomorrow, and so on and so on. And they're like, yeah, dude, you should chill out a bit. Yeah, you played a lot of horror games and stuff. They literally told me that. You're like, yeah, you should chill a bit. Yeah.
You should chill. Yeah. So, I mean, like, in the streaming ecosystem, the feedback and the what is that called, like, you listen to your audiences, and then somehow you build the really positive relationship between you and your audience. Like, they don't take for granted like they like to see you being shocked in the game. They sometimes will still like, yeah, go chill,
yeah, sometimes yeah, I agree. Not everybody is like that, to be honest. Like, if you want to do live streams also, like, you need to have at least, I had one moderator, like, for the chat.
You have them, okay.
Yeah, like, I don't support, I don't know, nationalism and some other crap. And I told them that. I said, people, I don't want to see this in my chat. We're here to make jokes, be funny, do all sorts of things. Like, there are even guys in the chat talking with other girls, because there are also girls looking at my chat. And they exchanged Instagrams on my chat as I was live streaming. And I'm like, whoa, I'm playing the game, I'm doing my stuff, and I just take a peek at the comments, and I'm like,
what is going on?
I just wanted to say something, but I'm like, okay, let them do their stuff. I'm not a part of this. Okay, I'm just playing the game. The message was not meant for me, and so yeah.
So I guess that, like, currently, for whether it's YouTube or Instagram or Twitch streaming, is more about like building your own community, right?
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes, like, you just have to bring the interactions, and like, even sometimes it's not your business. You are just being part of, like, watching, then having fun.
Yeah.
Like parents,
as long as they have fun, it's all good for me, man.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. I guess that's a lot of content, a lot of info from your side. What is your current, like, upload or streaming schedule so far in your channel?
I'm streaming from like 8 p.m. and I go, I don't know, to midnight, I guess. It's like 4-hour stream, and they all know that, and I give them info over Instagram. Okay. Like, I use Instagram polls and stuff for most of my stuff I do. It's the easiest way, and everybody has Instagram. It's not like I don't know, Facebook, people like it and dislike it and stuff like this and like that. It's too much clicking when you use Facebook. Let's say they should go to my Facebook page, then go to the poll section, and then take a vote. It can be quite much.
Yeah.
But Instagram is, just like few moves of a finger and you're there. You're on my story and you can see the voting for a game or stuff like that. So I just figured it would be most practical.
You asked your YouTube audiences to follow you on Instagram so that they could choose whatever.
Yes, I put my Instagram name in my stream.
Okay. You should probably like tell the audiences for this podcast like what is your YouTube show name and also your Instagram channel, like your ID.
Well, the channel is it's in Serbian pronounced like Rđa show, but it's if you would put it like I probably need to spell the first thing right because it sounds like gibberish when I say it on Serbian. So
wait, how do you spell that? Oh, but how do you pronounce that? Sorry.
RDGA. RDGA. Yeah. So kind of when you read it, it makes sense to say it Rđa, right? Yeah. And the other word is show. So that's the channel. And yeah, people, if you do not understand, it's all fine. The videos are most in Serbian and stuff like that. But I would like everyone who wants to stream just to take a look at my results from my first live stream in the games to my last, because they can see a big increase in numbers, in likes, in stuff.
And I guess that there must be some people who, who can speak the language you're speaking and the English at the same time.
Hopefully.
Of course. Like it's gonna be like the word is fucking big, man. What about your Instagram account? Like give a shout out to your ID here.
Yeah, Instagram is Ivan933, but so to spell it out is IVAN933. So that would be the Instagram.
All right. So the details of your YouTube channel and the Instagram will put it in the description of the podcast, so you can have a look. Yeah, if like audiences like they really want to find out who you are and how you really build your channel from literally 0 to nearly 1,000. So far it's 902, right?
902. Oh, good. I got one more subscriber, man, from last night. Great. Like during the stream, I got 10, but now I got even 2 more. Great.
Perfect. It's like, especially in this short amount of time that during the quarantine time, there's like a huge potential for content creator. Like as long as you have certain topic or like you're interested in something, I guess that you could straightly jump into this digital world and start doing your stuff.
Yeah. Like like I tell it, like I tried so many years ago and it kind of did good and it did not. But now, like I figured people like my streams. You never know what you're good for. On YouTube especially. So you just need to try.
Absolutely. So I guess that there are like certain point that is worth us to take away for today's Oxiun podcast, very first episode. And I would say what I observed, the very number one point is that you should just start now, right? You don't have to overthink it. All you have to do just like grab your phone or
there's
grab
some
a
basic
camera.
setup. There's some basic setup and that's it.
Like your laptop or like your PC, I would say just do it.
Yeah. Just try to do anything because you need to make mistakes so that you could improve.
Absolutely. And also the second point I found out is quite interesting is that you find out the pain or like some missing point in this Serbia environment, YouTube environment. Like they are like really low quality content. So instead you follow the trend that gather the fastest audiences.
Well,
like
look,
you starting to decide to make quality content.
I used to look up to, let's say, there is a lot of American channels, and people who are really unique and they are funny and yet interesting to watch and stuff. And so we have here, let's say, one gamer. If one gamer does that's just an example. So one guy does GTA 5 and he has, top number of subscribers. They say, oh, we should all do GTA 5. People don't give themselves the freedom to do something their own way and just see how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, it's more like result
Yeah,
direction.
they
Like
just
they
look up
just
to
want
the
to see
big
the
guys and
result.
they say, I need to be like him because he made it and I did not. No,
Yeah,
it just
no,
means you
that's
did not make it yet. Try.
exactly. That's the
Yeah.
right mindset, my friend.
Yeah.
That's the right mentality.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
of course, not every idea works, but as long as you're having ideas, making ideas, it's awesome. Like I told you, I
Mhm.
had a comedy. I had my channel is still under comedy, but I'm doing
Yeah.
gaming live streams now, and people love it.
Yeah, it works, right? Like you got to
Yeah,
try it. And you have to find, like, you have to do the execution. You do some planning and do the execution, and then
exactly.
you find some feedbacks. So
Yeah,
the third point to take away, I guess, is like you have to execute what you are thinking in mind, then and start to listen to your audiences, what feedbacks they ask you to do,
yeah,
and also like some pros and cons about what's your current content stuff.
yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
also you should give back to the audiences.
Oh yeah, I
People
think
tend to
that
be really ungrateful towards the audience because the audiences are that power that puts you in your high position.
yeah.
How to say?
And especially that you mentioned that the giveaway is also like, or like the surprises is also the motivation or a treat for your audience to stick with you, right?
Yeah, especially on my horror game journeys. God,
Okay,
God,
rip.
they're like, oh, they're so evil, man. They know, like they know, but they don't say nothing. They're just like, ha ha ha, behind their phones and watching.
But it should be fine. And this also should be fun, to be honest. As long as your community is enjoying like to do things with you, it's a good sign.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They want to be part of that. They want to be there, every day at 8 o'clock to watch my streams.
That's right. Like, be consistent is the last point, I guess, for takeaway. Like, as long as you tell your audiences, "Hey, I'm going to stream at this time and about something that they want to see," and yeah, if you show up, then they'll be there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's insane. Like I was honestly surprised. I never expected people to like live stream more than they like video. But apparently people just think it's more spontaneous, more organic. I don't know. I still don't know. I'm still surprised that people watch the
But you
live
think
streams.
like before the like soap opera or like the drama on TV is started around like 8 p.m. somehow, right? And people like your mom or your grandma will sit in front of the TV waiting for that drama started. So I think there are like some similarity in this scenario.
Yeah, I
But be
guess
consistent. Yeah.
you can connect it in that way, I guess. But I was
Yeah.
so big about it. I just wanted to make videos, I was like, yeah, can make a video, I can edit it, cut it, make it more spontaneous, have more action in it. And like in live stream, you can see me, wandering, I don't know, some stupid room I can't figure out for like 10 minutes. But no,
Uh-huh.
they still think that's fun. And if I would make a 10-minute video, I don't know, like how much views would that get in my lives? Like lives are now like going crazy on my stream, on my YouTube channel, but
Mm.
videos are not doing so well. So I'm like, yeah, well then, hell with it. I'm just gonna do live streams. People love it.
Yeah, like, go with the flow, right?
Yeah, yeah. What they want is what they get.
All right, so I guess that will be the entire very first episode of Action Podcast. Well, very thank you, Ivan, to be part of this like very first episode, our first co-host of this podcast. So if our audiences today you would love to follow the channel, please go to the description under the podcast, or if you are listen carefully, just go with what Ivan told you to, you know, uh, follow him on whether Instagram, do the poll, whatever content you want to see,
Yeah, I'll be more than
and also
happy
watch
to
his stream.
assist and just tell you, give you some tricks. I don't know, whatever you need, setting up
Yeah.
stuff and so on.
Okay. So yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.